Hey guys, Dan back again with another video, and today we're here to conclude ReZero Season 4 Part 1, and it's gonna be incredible. I just know this is gonna be amazing. I'm so happy that I'm able to do this today because, it came out today. I might even try and just post it, whenever, because, why not? But yeah, I'm so excited for this. I'm nervous and I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. But, obviously last time, you guys know how, insane it was. That video, did really well and everything. It seems like people enjoyed that video, so yeah. I really, enjoyed, making it, I guess, yeah. It was an incredible time. The show's unbelievable. I'm gonna miss it. I'm definitely gonna miss it. Obviously, we've been doing this since it came out. I think it was in April, right? That's crazy. It's been pretty much 2 months of ReZero. And here we are. This is it. We're gonna finish part 1, obviously. This isn't the end of season 4, it's just part 1, but it's just crazy that we're here, I can't believe it. And, in terms of the show, obviously it's crazy, how far we've come since the first episode of season 4. I mean, you look back at that and you look back at now and, it's a completely different show, it's literally night and day, It's just insane how much has happened, how much Subaru's went through, and obviously we still have so much more to go through, but my hair's been really annoying, but I don't really have much to say. I'm really scared, I already pulled it up. I have the first frame, and yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna have Ram and Subaru. Obviously, yeah, like I said in the last video, Meili is fucking with Subaru, just absolutely just breaking him, in his head, rent free in his head, that saying actually, applies perfectly here because, she's playing him like a fiddle, it's just insane. Obviously even here, I said it in the last video, but I don't think, I think he's just seeing things, I don't think this is actually happening, in terms of, Ram. I think she's there, but I don't think she was provoking him, in the way that it was shown in the last episode, but this is gonna be intense, man. This first scene especially, I do expect this to... I haven't heard anything about this, though. It literally came out today, like, probably a few hours ago, so it's not like it's, massive yet. But that's exactly why I want to check it out, so, yeah, let's just do it, guys. Let's do it, This could be very dark. This whole season has... especially in the last, 3 episodes, yeah, because you look at... Or actually 4, ever since episode 8, to be honest, ever since episode 8, everything just shifted. Obviously episode 3 was super fucked up, that was that was insane, but, I feel like ever since episode 8 happened, the show has just not been the same, but, yeah, I don't have anything else to say, guys. Let's not waste any more time. The fact that I even wasted 4 minutes, there was no need. I'm really scared for this first scene, but let's do it. 3, 2, 1, and play.
潔く罪を認めなさい。出来損ない。野蛮で退屈な結論に。そんな野蛮な男のところにか弱いダムが一人で挑むと思ったの。全部
Amelia?
ラムの勘違いだったらよかったの。
Holy shit. Okay, maybe this is real, yeah. Yeah, this definitely is real.
なんでこんなことに。
それは
少し痛い目を見れば腹の内を話す気になるかしらね。待って、
Whoa.
スバルが変だと思ったから話をするそのはずでしょ。エミリア様は甘すぎます。追問都市では他人に化ける滞在司教がいたそうですね。その滞在司教がこのバルスに化けている可能性はいかがですか。
Oh, I didn't even think about
今
that.
すぐ口を割らせます。本物のバルス
Oh,
とメ
that's
イ
a
リ
good
ーの居
point.
場所を聞くために。
I forgot about
さ
that.
せたのは2人じゃ
本物
ない。
偽物なんて決めつけてダメよ。
記憶喪失だ。
この後に及んで何をふざけたことを。スバルはこう言ってるわ。やっぱり理由があるのよ。レムはどうなるの。邪魔をしないで。
Dude, are we about to get immediately
忘れたともう一度言ってみなさい。
違う、そうじゃ。
その顔と声でレムを忘れたなんて。もう一度でも。ダメよラム。
Jesus. Oh my god, that thing. I'm not gonna bother to go back. I'll probably just do it at the end. I'm not sure. Whoa. What?
エミリアと
What? Wait, so... Oh my god, this shit again. He's literally telling himself. I hate this fucking... This thing.
なんだ
What
こり
the
ゃ
fuck?
気持ち悪い部屋だなおい。なんだってこんな気持ち悪い飾り付けにしてんだ。おめえ。
Oh my god. Bro is here. Bro is here. No intro, I'm not expecting an intro. Nope. And there we go with his
なんだ
theme.
おめえその面よ。ビビってんのかおめえ。泣きそうかよおめえ。
Oh, he's gonna do more than cry.
仲間割れでもしたが。
Sure.
面白い。
待てよ。あんたは上の階から
Yeah, I was about to say, how was he even here?
その前提が崩れてんだよ。
前提が崩れたってなんで。
This guy.
アホ。何でも答えがもらえると思ってんじゃねえよ。俺は出歩ける。だからここを出てく。
Okay.
出てく。この塔は
心残りを一個片付けたらな。
One little regret.
心残りっていやそれじゃ試験とかどうすんだよ。
Is that the...
ああ、来やがった。
Who's he? Whoa. Oh, these things again. Oh, we're fighting these things again, okay. Oh, it's down there? What the hell?
他の連れが見えねえ
Yeah, me neither.
が、やりやすいっちゃやりやすいわな。
あのお兄さんを死なせるには絶好のチャンスよね。
Oh
これ
my
で
god,
死者の
this...
書を読めるわよ。
This again. Dude, that smile.
後ろだユリウス。
There you go.
弱えやつは選択肢が少ねえな。言い訳ばかりがうまくなりやがる。
He'll be fine, he knows what he's doing. Just literally stomped on one.
あなたはなぜここに。
なぜ、何、どうして、聞くことも一緒で仲良しか、おめえら。そらそらそらそらそら。
Oh my god. Dude, he's insane.
そら、
Are we gonna get him?
続きだ。俺が飽きる
A
前に
rematch?
もぎ取ってみせろや、おめえ。
エキドナをアナスタシア様を頼んだ。
Whoa.
本当にどうにもなんねえな、その勝負。
Here we go, we're getting a rematch. Oh, I really hope they're not
どこへ行くつもりなの。
fucking hell, baby.
うしたあのお兄さんは助けたの？私の首は絞めたくせに。
This is
探したのよ。そっちに行くのは
okay.
ま
So
ずい
she's
か
right.
しら。
That's good.
草履の外にベアトリス離れるんだ。ラムから聞いた通り、彼は君の知る彼ではない。
ラム、そうか。俺はエミリアとラムを殺してなかった。
そんなことないのよ。手をつなげばベティにはわかるかしら。だとしても信用はできない。花の直感に従っておくべきだった。この場所には他の誰も連れてくるべきじゃなかったんだ。僕の失態だ。
だからなんだ、どうでもいい。もうこの塔はダメだ。
どうしたのよスバル。そんな言い方スバルらしくない
This
か
is
しら。
not him.
俺らしいって何なんだ。お前らが見てる俺らしさなんてどこに。
記憶をなくしたと、そんな出来の悪い嘘を貫き通すと、妹を忘れたラムや自分を忘れられたユリウスと共にいながら、君はまだそんな残酷な演技を。
演技だと。俺のこれが演技だってお前はそういうのか。演じるならもっとマシなやつを選ぶに決まってんだろ。誰が好き好んで夏木スバルになろうとするもんかよ。こんな気持ち悪いやつに。お前ら寄ってたかって知らねえんだよ。誰なんだよ。何もかもなくしたんだよ。俺はコンビニ帰りなんだ。今日一日店員と口聞いた覚えしかねえんだよ。
And then you just
俺がいきなり異世界、砂の塔、
異世界
死体、死刑、偽物、夏木スバル。ふざけるんじゃねえ。ふざけんじゃねえ。なんで今いきなり切れてんだって思ってんだろう。でも
Yep.
いきなり限界が来た
Yeah, he
んだ
broke.
よ。ぶ
He
ちって
officially
何が
broke.
切れたんだよ。望まれたって何もできないできやしない。だからもう許してくれ。
fucking hell.
許してください。俺を家に返してください。神様が俺に罰を与えようとしたんならわかりました。俺が悪かったんです。
スバル。
We're here with you, man.
君は彼と行けばいい。僕はユリウスを探す。分かったの
Oh,
よ。
I don't know if that's a good idea.
スバル、今は。これは何のつもりかな。
Wow.
僕は譲ったつもりだ。それがどうしてこうなる。
ユリウスに頼まれた。
Yeah, you can't go. It's too dangerous. Whoa. What the hell?
完全に MT かしら。
Hey, I could take EMT.
松木君、君を測りかねるようなことをしないでくれ。
死ぬか。土佐なんだよ。
Yep.
エルジワルド。
Nice job.
君は一体何なんだ。何がしたくて誰の味方をする。
だってわからねえよ。だって俺は
記憶喪失。
Yeah.
ベティを連れ出してくれたことも覚えてないかしら。
Mm-hmm.
ごめん。俺
He
は
doesn't remember anything.
いいのよ。たとえスバルが忘れてもベティが忘れない。ずっと覚えてる。移動しよう。ここにはいられない。
Yep.
けどお前は。
君への疑念は晴れない。だが、状況には優先順位がある。商人に必須の考えだ。それを僕は間近でずっと見てきた。
わかった。
Oh god. Whoa. What the fuck? What? What the fuck?
ゃねえ。何一つ十分じゃねえよ。
僕のことより
Oh my
ベアトリス
god.
だろう。
Holy shit.
あの子は本当にそんな子だ。痛い。
Oh my
痛
god.
いな。本当に人の体が痛い。
ごめんごめん。じゃあそんなじゃなくて、俺は
この痛みはアナイの唯一のお返しだ。だってそうだろう。今アナに体を返せば、
Mm-hmm.
アナがこの痛みと
Yeah, that's horrible. That's not what you would
味わ
want.
うことになる。楽にしようなんて思わないでくれよ。僕
Oh my god.
ねえ、今の聞こえた？
What the
こ
fuck?
れって渡
Maybe
り
fuck
船っ
off.
てやつよね。大丈夫よ、お兄さん。これは解釈なんだもの。
Oh god. Oh god. Ooh, dude, it really fucking hell. You can't do it. You can't do it. Fucking hell.
突き座る。
夏希くん、解釈のために
Mm-hmm.
意志も握れないんだ。疑って悪かったね。
Good lord.
死んじゃえば？
Jesus. Oh, not this again.
そうだな。
What the fuck? What the fuck? Are we gonna get... Oh, okay. That literally doesn't help at all. See how he says that?
愛してる。愛してる。
Oh no, I hate this. I fucking hate this.
愛してる。愛してる。
Is she gonna do the thing when she does it like right up in her
や
ear?
めろ、うんざりだ。俺は愛してない。俺は
She's gonna save him again. That's totally what's gonna happen.
愛してない。愛されてることは知ってた。知ってたさ。父さんもお母さんも心の底から俺を
Yeah,
愛してくれ
they
てた。
did.
知ってたさ。知らないわけがない。だからいっそ消えてしまいたかった。両親に愛されてるのに、
Yep.
愛される価値のない自分を愛せるはずなんてなかった。
Fucking hell.
愛してる。
やめてくれ。勘弁してくれ。もう十分だ
Oh
ろ。
my
愛
god.
してる。
とっくの昔に俺の中では答えが出てたんだ。あんなに必死で一生懸命で俺によくしてくれる人たちが悪い人たちのはずがない。分かってた。だから死んでおくべきだったんだ。
But you were saved.
これが最後にできるならこれを最後に。夏希スバルなんか消えてなくなったって。
Fucking hell.
愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。
Oh my god.
愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。愛してる。
I stood up. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that
愛
correctly.
してる。愛してる。そこまでよ。
Whoa.
スバル。
Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Is he even... Yeah, he doesn't even
もう
want
十分
to.
だ。
He doesn't even want to anymore.
助けようとする。
スバル、
どうかしてるぞ。お前もユリウスもベアトリスも。最後にはエキドナまで俺に謝りやがって。意味がわからね
エキドナが最後？スバル、何があったの？エキドナたちは
死んだ。
Yeah,
両足が吹っ飛んで痛いのと血が足りなくて。ベアトリスもそうだ。ユリウスも行け頼むとか。みんなバカだ。
Fucking hell. Also, the voice acting is
一
insane.
体何を期
This
待して
entire
るんだ。
episode has been just
頼むと
unbelievable
取
voice
り戻す
acting.
とか疑って悪かったとか。何言ってんだ。
私とスバルが初めて会ったのは、
I know,
オー
right?
トのトーヒングラって場所だったの。その時私はすごく大事な
And
希
you
少を
helped
フェル
me.
トちゃんに取られちゃって、
Ah,
それを取り戻さなくちゃって
yep.
パックと大
Season
慌
1,
てだった
good times, right?
それで追いかけた先でメイリーのお姉さんに狙われて、そ
Good
れを
old Elsa.
スバルが助けてくれて、それがスバル
Yep.
と
It's
私の
good to at
初め
least,
て
you
の
know,
出会い。
tell him. You know, that might help. Because obviously he doesn't remember, but
でも
it's okay.
スバルは私をかばったせいで大怪我しちゃって、それでロズワールの屋敷に一緒に連れて帰ったの。そこでベアトリスが文句を言いながら
Yeah.
治療してく
Good
れ
old
て、
vehicle.
ラムとキッタ、
Yeah, that was...
レムとも
Yeah.
スバルは仲良くなったのよ。
Yeah, eventually. At first, you know.
そうしたら今度はお姉さんじゃなくメイリーが魔獣をけしかけて悪さをしたの。
Yeah, it was
それ
pretty
をスバル
brutal.
とラムが食い止めて、ロズワールが魔獣をやっつけて、私はお留守番。
Well, we're
デ
legit
ート
getting
に
a
約束を
recap
した
pretty
のも
much.
この時。思い出した？
Is he gonna start remembering, or...
それから応戦のためにオートに呼び出されてね。
You were there.
スバルと初めて大
Yeah.
喧嘩したのも
Yep.
この時。
I think it was like
私は
episode 12 around there.
スバルに無茶して傷ついてほしくなくて、なんでそんなに優しくしてくれるのかわからなくて怖かっ
He
た。
loved you.
だから喧嘩した時に全部終わっちゃうって思ったのに、何が起きているかわからなくて
Mm.
不安な状況に押し流されているだけだった時、スバルが
Yep.
駆けつけ
He
てくれ
saved
て、
me.
それでなんて言ってくれたか
Hmm.
思い出した？
Oh my god. Uh,
でも私は全部覚えて
that's
る。
all that matters.
スバルの言ってくれたこと、してくれたこと、しようって約束してくれたこと、全部
Aw.
覚えてるの。
覚えちゃいない。
Mm.
思い出せもしない。お前らは誰の話をしてるんだよ。誰かのために命を張れて、誰かのためにとっさに動けて、誰かのために頑張ろうって走れて、誰かのために命かけて何かを成し遂げられ
That's
る。
you.
ふざけるな。そんな奴が夏木スバルのわけがねえ。
Of course
俺
you
は知って
can.
るんだよ。夏木スバルがどれだけ情けなくてクズでどうしようもない腐った野郎なのか。夏木スバルはどうしようもねえクソ野郎なんだよ。俺が誰よりそれを知ってるんだ。俺じゃなくてもいいだろ。もっと強い誰かとか頭のいい誰かがやってくれる。俺には無理なんだ。
私の名前はエミリア。ただのエミリアよ。話さなきゃいけないことも
Yep.
聞かなくちゃダメ
There's
な
so
こと
much
も
that has happened.
たくさんあるの。
Sure.
でも今は一つだけ聞かせて。
You won't give up.
お願い。
Oh, okay.
あなたの名前を聞かせて。
どうしてなんだ
let's start over.
どうしてここで夏木スバルなんだ。あいつに何ができる。あいつに何を期待するんだよ。
あなたの言う通りかもしれない。スバルより強い人はいるし、きっと頭のいい人だってたくさんいる。でも私はどんな時でも一緒にいるのはスバルがいい。スバルがそうしてくれるって信じてるし、願ってる。だって助けてくれるならできるから、そこにいたからそうしてくれる人より好きな人にそうしてもらえた方がずっと嬉しいもの。
そうか。夏木スバル。お前こんな美少女に惚れてたのか。
I know, right?
それがお前の力の源だった
Yeah,
のか。
it was what got you to keep going.
身の程知らずに限度があんだろう。どうしてそんな高望みができるんだ。お前みたいなやつがどうしてこんな美少女と。
私の名前はエミリア。ただのエミリアよ。
Yep. And
お
you?
願い、あなたの名前を聞かせて。
Go ahead.
俺の名前は
Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about.
ユリウスに託されて、
That's what I'm talking about.
ベアトリスが信じて、
Fuck
エキドマ
yeah.
が許して。エミリア、君に願われる。その男の名前が夏木スバルな
And I
ら
will keep fighting.
俺が夏木スバル
Fuck
だ。
yeah.
エミリアたちを助けたい。この塔から
Exactly.
救いたい。夏木スバルにそれができるなら、俺がそれをやる。
No.
ありがとうエミリア。俺にそう思わせてく
You're
れ
the
て。
best, Emilia. Seriously.
スバル、私は
Who's here? Oh god.
愛して
Oh my god. That's perfect. Stay alive. Whoa.
俺たちはこのまま飲まれて終わりか。いや、終わりじゃない。
Fuck yeah.
こ
Let's
れ
keep
が
going.
ここからがきっと始まりになる。俺が覚えてる。
Yep.
全部覚えてる。
Fuck yeah.
たとえ君が忘れても、
Yep.
俺が君たちを
Starting life
忘れ
in
ない
another。world. What a perfect.
スバル、
Oh, okay, we get one more. Yeah, one more scene. Wow, okay, we're starting from here. Okay. And yeah, he's just immediately wait.
すごく心配したんだ。
And now he's content. He's calm about everything. Well, yeah, also
戻って
determined,
き
yeah.
たぜ。
Oh. Oh. Wow. What a perfect way to conclude part one. What a perfect way to conclude part one. That was absolute perfection, the way they did that, even at the end, the theme that played, you know, stay alive. He's gonna do it, man. He's gonna do it. It pretty much is a restart. You know, kind of like, was it episode, I don't know which one it was called, in episode, in season 1. It was called Natsuki Subaru's Restart. Was it like episode 8 or something? I don't remember, but it kind of is like that. We're just starting fresh, you know? And I said it even before they did it, you know, let's just, you know, introduce ourselves, you know? Let's just start all over again. That's all we can do. That was the most rezero episode, to be honest. That was absolutely perfect. I genuinely think that was the perfect way to end it. You know, that's what rezero is. You know, it encapsulated everything that first of all, everything that we've been through. but also everything that we hope to achieve, and how we of course don't want to give up and everything. And yeah, it was absolutely perfect. Emilia had to tell that to Subaru, and of course it worked, and he's back. Subaru's back, man. Sure, it might not be the Subaru that remembers everything, but we have Subaru. So yeah, I still don't know what's Bram made a good point at the beginning of the episode with the Sin Archbishop. I don't know. I don't know, what's up there. I really have no idea if it was a Sin Archbishop or he just genuinely lost his memories. I have no idea, but nonetheless, we're here. We're here to, keep going, keep fighting, and remember, that's his goal right now. That's his drive. That's his determination to be able to remember all of it. And it's of course nice to see him, in a mood like that, especially of course everything that he went through, in season 4 and in this episode specifically. I think he, went through probably the most he's been through all season. He kind of just gave up, he just said, why the fuck is it me, why does it have to be me, why can't I just leave here? And, it could be someone else, being, transported into another world. He kind of just gave up. He was sick of, the anguish, he was sick of this hardship, all the hardships that he had to go through, obviously in season 1, but, also all throughout the show. But, obviously he doesn't remember, all of that. He just remembers, some of season 4, like he said, Julius, everything with Julius, everything with Emilia, Beatrice, Ekidona. We didn't get Ram, of course. I'm sure we will, in season 4 part 2, we will, get some Ram. I really hope so, man. I miss Ram. I keep saying Ram, fuck's sake. Ram. I think in the episode I said I confused them too. But yeah, Ram. I miss Ram. I do. If anything, that would be another good person. Genuinely, it would be another amazing person. That Subaru can talk to. You know what I mean? And yeah, what a perfect way to conclude this. It was such a pleasure to react to this show. I watched the show like probably half a decade ago. I started season 1, and to think that we're here is crazy. Obviously, for those of you guys who have been watching since the beginning, you've been watching this show for 10 years, which is just insane. I mean, that's just, I can't even fathom, how long that is. It's a long time. rezero has been a part of your life for such a long time, and it's gonna keep going. I really feel like it's just gonna keep going. I don't know if it's gonna keep going for another 10 years, but I'm sure it's gonna keep going. I haven't heard anything about when I could look into it right now. I might as well, since of course I'm caught up now, so there's no point in August. Okay, that's actually relatively soon. That's actually pretty good. I was expecting, not like a crazy long time. No, yeah, because it's the same season, so you can't really, it's not like they're gonna take a year to do half a season. Maybe like late 2026, but it seems like it's yeah, okay, that's okay. I was expecting like December, to be honest, but August is great. That's like, yeah, that's honestly not even that long. That's like 2 months, less than 2 months. It's August 12th. Today's the 18th, no, 17th. Is it the 17th today? Whatever, something like that. But yeah, it was such an honor to do this show, and it seems like a lot of you guys enjoyed the reactions, which is awesome. I really am glad that you guys enjoyed the reactions. I think this is a show that a lot of people love, but it also gets, you know, a good amount of criticism. But, you know, I've always been really, you know, high on the show. Genuinely, I've always loved this show so much, and, you know, I think that, well, I hope that comes off in the reactions, because, you know, I really do love this show. You know, it's probably my top ongoing anime. I mean, it's not like I've watched a ton of, you know, ongoing anime right now, but, you know, there are some of them, and this is number one. It's been number one for a long time. You know, when Attack on Titan was, you know, coming out, you know, that was probably over it, you know, maybe, but, you know, this has been here, like I said, it's been here since 2016. I mean, this show it's been a mainstay, you know. It's, you know, everyone has known about this show, you know, at some point. It's okay, so yeah, it seems like it was announced right away, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so we're giving it 12, no, how many is it? Isn't it 21 overall for, oh, 8, okay. Oh shit, it's only 8. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna get, oh, it's only 19 this season. The last one was 16, right? Yeah, the last one was 16. Okay, that's interesting. 19. So we're only getting 8 of them. Interesting. So yeah, that's probably gonna go like what, until probably like November, around there, yeah. And then yeah, in 2027 at some point, probably around this time, maybe April. This is amazing. I mean, I'm just grateful that we're getting rezero, but I mean, you know, I'm not one of those people that's gonna, you know, be like, oh come on, you know, release it. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, be hard on them. I just, you know, hope that it comes out. That's all I care about, you know. But of course, this is awesome. I mean, especially because, you know, you guys had to wait like what, 4 years, and then another 4 years, right? Or was it? It might have been 5 years. So, you know, getting these really quickly is awesome. And, you know, obviously the show looks good, of course. You know, by the way, the voice acting, wow. Especially Subaru. Even, you know, since season 1, it's just been amazing, man. Oh my god, his voice actor, holy shit. 10 years, he's just been incredible. But yeah. In terms of the episode, I feel like I talked about everything now. You know, obviously we're just gonna restart, man. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna pretty much start from zero. You know, it seems like, yeah, the episode was called Rezero, right? I'm pretty sure. Rezero. Did we not get the... Let me actually look into that. It seems like it was just called Rezero Starting Life in Another World, which is perfect. I mean, that's a perfect title. But it might have just not been, you know, it might have just been the title of the show. I'm not sure. Yeah, that is the title. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's genuinely perfect. Like I said, it's what rezero is all about. You know, starting from zero. You know, not giving up. Of course, you know, that's another massive, you know, aspect of the show. But yeah, that was a perfect way to conclude season 4. I don't really have a crazy amount to say. It's kind of weird. You know, we concluded it, but it's not like I have a crazy amount to say, because, you know, it's kind of self-explanatory. You know, Subaru realized that, you know, he has to fight, and he has to remember. And yeah, we're gonna do that. That was established in this episode, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I don't have a crazy amount to say. This is probably gonna be one of the shorter rezero videos. But yeah, that was cool to, you know, see the rematch, you know, between Reed and Julius. You know, obviously we didn't get to see it, you know, because Subaru had to, you know, save everyone. You know, that was of course another thing that really fucked him up. You know, he wasn't able to save the two of them. You know, obviously Byakuya died, and then Anastasia, whatever, she died as well. Also Meili, that's interesting. I wonder if Meili's going to continue being there, you know what I mean, being in his head and fucking with him. I don't think so. Guys. I feel like that's it. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I feel like he's kind of overcome it, you know what I mean? Especially psychologically. I feel like he's overcome that. So, you know, that's gonna be cool, you know. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty, you know, I mean, it was definitely horrifying, but, you know, it was also pretty funny, you know. Obviously, yeah, the whole Satella stuff, you know, that was rough as well. Like I said, I think I've said this before, but she always, you know, shows up in the most, you know, dire situations, you know what I mean? When Subaru's at his lowest, you know, she shows up and, you know, of course, all she says is, I love you, you know. I'll never forget the season 2, I forgot what episode it was, but the one where, like, she literally is inside of our ear hole, like, that was so horrifying. Yeah, that was, you know, I was kind of waiting for it. I think I said it during the reaction, but yeah, luckily that didn't happen. And then, yeah, Emilia came along. It's just insane. She had no idea that, well, maybe she did, I don't know, but, you know, she had no idea that Satella was, loving Subaru that entire time. But shout out to Emilia, of course. I mean, this all stemmed from her. If it wasn't for Emilia, you know, Subaru would not have been able to, you know, accept everything and you know, have the determination, you know, have the drive to keep fighting. Just keep fighting and, you know, try our best to remember everything. Of course, that scene was really symbolic, you know what I mean? When they were trying to, specifically the scene when they were trying to, you know, try to, you know, grab each other, you know, that was really symbolic, you know, because obviously Subaru was drifting away from them, slowly, and, you know, he kept failing to, you know, be with them and save them, but eventually, you know, he grabbed on, and, you know, that's what happened here. He grabbed on, and he's gonna be here. He's gonna be here for us. He's gonna keep fighting. And in a sense, this is the purest version, to be honest, you could say, I guess, because, you know, he's pretty much fresh. He's literally completely fresh. You know, he's, you know, fully determined to do what he needs to do to remember. So that's all I have to say, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the reaction. 1 second. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Yeah, it was an honor to, you know, do this show, and of course, I will be back with part 2 whenever that comes around. But yeah, for now, we say goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate your time, whether you watched all of rezero or just this one. You know, I appreciate it either way. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.